Yo, what is up, guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. Wow, man. Josh Warrington destroyed by Mauricio Lara, the massive underdog, a tune up fight it was billed as. And Mauricio Lara, the 22-year-old from Mexico, comes to the UK and destroys Josh Warrington. What a performance by Mauricio Lara. From start to finish, he was outstanding. He brought relentless aggression with power, appetite, and he dogged Josh Warrington. Great performance by Mauricio Lara. You know, from the very first round, to me it looked like Josh Warrington was off. He was much more circumspect than usual, not the 100 miles an hour style that we're used to seeing. He was trying to box, pick his moments, instead of really dictate the pace, which he usually does. I've seen every Josh Warrington fight since the Sami Mamoon fight back in 2013, and I've never seen Josh Warrington look the way he did in that ring. He looked uninterested, devoid of any real enthusiasm, and yeah, he just looked very circumspect. That's the only way I can describe it. Now, why that is, I've got no idea. Was it the fact that there was no crowd? Of course, Josh Warrington, his support base are crazy, make a lot of noise, great atmosphere. Maybe Josh Warrington missed that in this fight. Maybe, was it a weight issue? Was he injured? Or did he feel Mauricio Lara's power early and that really put him in his place? I don't know the answer, but from very early on in that fight, Josh Warrington did not look like himself. I've got a feeling that he felt something from Lara early on in terms of power, because you could tell right away, even when Lara was hitting Warrington's gloves, you could hear the thud. You could tell by the way he was loading up that this guy can really punch. And I wonder whether Warrington felt something early on and he didn't really like it, basically. And yeah, Warrington was trying to pick his moments, flurry and sort of get out and whatnot, whereas Lara, he was the guy applying pressure. He was the guy landing the more hurtful punches, in my opinion. The first 3 rounds were very competitive. You can really score them to either fighter kind of thing. The fight really changed in round 4 when Mauricio Lara caught Warrington, I believe, with a left hook, which stunned Warrington. Warrington backed up to the ropes. Lara followed up with a barrage of shots, and he dropped Warrington in the 4th round. To me, after the 4th round, Warrington's legs did not look right. They didn't look right. I don't think he ever recovered from that 4th round knockdown. And by the way, if that was the other way round, and that was Lara getting dropped like that, he would have been stopped by the referee, because Josh Warrington was out on his feet. It wasn't a flash knockdown. It was a bad knockdown, and he looked awful when he got up. There would be no complaints if the referee stopped that fight, but he let it go on. And basically after the 4th round, Warrington never really got a foothold in this fight. Yeah, he showed the odd moment of defiance here and there, throwing a few flurries, a few combinations which landed, but they never fazed Mauricio Lara. He was never buzzed, never hurt, and he just had his mind on his mission, which was to knock out Josh Warrington. And as you was watching that fight after the 4th round, you got a sense that it was coming, to be quite honest. And eventually it did come in the 9th round. Once again, it was a Lara hook which caused the problems. Initially, Warrington caught one of those hooks on the chin, buzzed him. Again, Lara follows up, catches him with another hook while he's hurt, and drops him to the canvas. Heavy knockdown, and the referee jumps in to wave it off, and Josh Warrington had to get medical attention after that knockout loss. So a brutal knockout defeat for Josh Warrington, and a great performance by Mauricio Lara. I want to see this guy again. He was thoroughly entertaining, power in both hands, aggression, enthusiasm. He really wanted it tonight. He really wanted it. And listen, he deserves everything he gets, man. Great performance by Mauricio Lara. And we'll see where he goes next. But right now, his options are looking rather interesting. At featherweight, I would love to see him fight Emmanuel Navarrete, but I believe they are training partners, so maybe that fight can't happen, but that would be an amazing fight. Navarrete versus Mauricio Lara. Maybe Mauricio Lara versus the winner of Kid Galahad versus Jazza Dickens for the vacant IBF title. I want to see him in one of these big fights now against the champions in the division. No interest in a rematch whatsoever. It was one-sided. It was conclusive. Warrington needs to come again, no matter how he does that. I don't believe he should go in there immediately and rematch Lara because that was one-sided, that was brutal, and that was a career-altering defeat in my opinion. Just the amount of hard shots he took in that fight can't be good for him. And yeah, he needs a long break now, and he needs to, rethink on what he wants to do in boxing and how he wants to come back, because it's going to be a long way back. It's not like he lost to Gary Russell Jr. or another champion. Now, he lost to an unknown, a massive bookies outsider who nobody gave a chance. This is a bad defeat, and it wasn't like a split decision or a close points loss. He got knocked the fuck out against an unknown. So Warrington's got a long way back, and some may say this is poetic justice for what happened with the IBF title, vacating that title to get bigger fights, has a tune-up fight, gets knocked out. He may as well just have fought Kid Galahad in hindsight, and that's what I was saying actually. If Warrington beat Lara and he could get one of those big fights, fair enough, I understand the decision. Right now, he's been knocked out in his tune-up fight. Warrington looks like an idiot, in all honesty. But there we go. Great performance by Mauricio Lara. Really enjoyed it. It was a good fight. Funnily enough, actually, this was actually a good card. Good main event. The co-main event was very good, but ruined by the judging. And Lee Wood versus Reece Mould, also a very good fight. So, all in all, the card was good. I enjoyed it. There we go. But yeah, share your thoughts below. Beanie Guy Del Boy. Peace.